All right, hello everybody. It is I, Garden State Left Tasty here. I'm here with 32-bit Panda WX and Canada WX, and today we are predicting a couple of things on our live stream here for Monday, and it is not looking good. So I'm gonna let Panda take over the predictions so he can show you. I have my Discord screen share pulled up here. This is what is on his screen. So go ahead, Panda. Yeah, as you guys can see, we have a 45. I can't hear Panda. Are you talking?
I think his mic broke.
Yeah, I think it broke. But yeah, I think his mic broke, but I'm just gonna speak real quick. We have a 45%.
This microphone's broken.
Okay, well he fixed it. Anyway, Panda, you wanna tell us?
Use my headset mic. This microphone is horrible. I apologize.
Oh.
But Maryland, Virginia.
He's lagging.
It is not looking good.
Panda, you're lagging really bad.
For these areas.
Let me explain it.
Alright, I got it. So basically, what you can see here, there is a 45% probabilistic outlook for portions of Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. A 30% probabilistic outlook for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. This is for day 3 at the moment. We have tomorrow. I'll go live around 8 a.m. to update you guys on the situation. But when the day 2 comes out, right now what we're expecting is in that pink shaded area, in the 45% risk area. I'm going to be honest here. I don't mean to alarm anyone. If you have weather anxiety, maybe this isn't a good thing to watch. But that 45% pink area is probably going to be a wind-driven moderate risk. What we're thinking so far is a 30% significant severe, aka hatched, wind risk, which is going to probably make that pink shaded area go into a moderate risk. So can you pull up our SPC, our normal SPC outlook real quick, Panda? So at the moment, this is our normal SPC outlook. The orange shaded area what was the red shaded area is now the orange shaded area. That is a level 3 enhanced risk, and it's for portions of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, basically the same area as the red and pink risk as before. But the pink area has yet to be upgraded on here. It probably will be upgraded soon to a moderate risk, either whether that happens tonight or tomorrow morning. I can't really predict that at the moment, but I guess we will find out as the night progresses. But your main threat here is going to be damaging wind, maybe a tornado or two. Well, definitely a tornado or two. Tornadoes are definitely in the risk for the next couple of days, but they're not the primary threat. Wind is the primary threat, but tornadoes are definitely a threat. Almost second to that would be just hail. Hail is not the biggest risk out of all of them. There's definitely probably about a 5 to 15% chance risk of hail, but probably nothing that severe. We don't have the details on that yet. And as for our tornado risk, I would say anywhere from in the orange shaded area, I'm going to say there's going to be a 5% chance for the enhanced risk area. And the 45 is probably going to be 10%. And it's probably going to be which is the future moderate risk, is probably going to be a 10% tornado. And I would say a 30 hatched wind risk. Whether that moderate risk area expands, it's all up to what the models predict. Basically, hi Willow, my cat's here. But basically, that enhanced risk definitely does have the chance to push further east, which would push the slight risk further east, and with that, the marginal risk would push further east. And if that all does push further east, the areas that are currently in that orange shaded area definitely have more of a chance to be input into a level 4, which is a moderate risk. A high risk, it's probably out of the question. I'm not going to say a high risk is happening because I highly doubt a high. Funny enough, funny choice of words there, but I highly doubt a high risk is going to happen. But I wouldn't completely rule it out. But I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to happen because I have there's a very low chance of a high risk happening. But the chance of a moderate risk as of this moment, probably about 65%. It's pretty high. But it's definitely not 100%, but it's also definitely not 0. There is more of a chance of us getting a moderate risk than there isn't. Took a look at models earlier, and for majority of our area, there's some decent CAPE values, nothing too high. But the primary threat for New Jersey and Delaware is going to be damaging winds. Primary threat for Pennsylvania is going to be damaging winds too. But the further south you go, such as Baltimore, Virginia Beach, Charlotte, those definitely have more of the chance to see a couple of those stronger tornadoes. I'm not going to rule anything out, by the way. I'm not saying nothing is possible. I'm not going to say anything isn't possible because genuinely I don't know what's possible. Right now, it is not looking like this is going to be a flooding event. Flooding doesn't seem like it's in the question. There definitely could be some flooding if rain pours down hard enough, but it's not like a big primary threat at the moment because there's not really a WPC flooding outlook. There's nothing, so yeah. But what I would say the primary threat here is damaging winds. That is your primary threat across the board for everywhere. But the further south you move, the more common the tornado risk will become. So for those of you who are in the orange or even the yellow shaded area, and for future people who are watching this later on, if there is a red shaded area, do stay weather aware. That is definitely something you want to do. You want to stay weather aware. You definitely don't want to be undermine things during this event. It is not something you want to do at all. So, yeah. Just going to let you guys know that now. And I'm going to pass this off to Panda in case he wants to say something. And as of, real quick, the last thing I'm going to say. The last thing I'm going to say here. I have not finished editing Slightly Startling yet. That will most likely be finished editing and out on Monday or tomorrow if I'm lucky. But depending on how this risk plays out, it might take me until next week to edit it. So, yeah. Anyway, passing this off to Panda now.
Yeah, but one thing I would like to add, please have multiple ways to get your weather alerts because this is going to be very bad.
There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to want multiple ways to receive alerts, whether that's a weather radio, FM radio, WEA alerts on your phone, which aren't the most reliable. So I do recommend staying tuned to weather radio, FM radio, or television for your alerts. I don't trust WEA enough to recommend it as a primary source of alerts. But yeah, keep in mind there's a lot of stuff that can happen. Everything is on the table besides maybe flooding and large hail is definitely a possibility, but it's not really on the table. Like it's not something we should be talking about at the moment. Primary threats are damaging winds and possibly tornadoes. So yeah. I'm going to leave this up to the other two, Canada, WX, and Panda, to see if they have anything else to add before I end the live stream.
Hi. I literally have nothing to say. I'm quite shocked that this is actually occurring. It's just crazy how this happens, and it's...
I would like to add something real quick. For those of you guys who are in the Weather Radio Canada market, the same day as this enhanced risk is also the same day that Weather Radio Canada is having their permanent shutdown. So, yeah.
Yes. That's right. They're shut down for good. So if y'all ever hear our Weather Canada enthusiast and y'all have no service to use, then just, I don't know what else to say, get an effort transfer or just put like a stream. I don't know what to do else, but you have to try to find something to do. But all I gotta say is a house of right now nothing's going on. No House Commons petition yet issued, but yeah, we're up the RSC. But now let's talk about the severe risk of today, because that's literally the subject of the live stream. I'm quite shocked that this is actually occurring, even though it's literally the beginning of spring. It has just started. And a few days ago, I feel like this week, we literally got a severe weather event, and now we're having this. It's
I'm
just...
gonna add something here. Wednesday was already pretty bad. There was already I think an EF2 or EF1 tornado in Baltimore. That was already bad. Monday or Wednesday, last Wednesday. We don't usually get an enhanced risk till late April, early April if we're lucky, but usually if we're lucky, or not lucky, I guess. I don't know what you'd say. We'll get one in like early April. But I think this is the first enhanced risk we've gotten in March since like this early in the year. It's only been like 14 days since severe weather season started. This is the earliest we've ever gotten an enhanced risk in PHI, I'm pretty sure, since like 2018 or 2019. So yeah. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't really have much else to add. Panda, do you want to say anything? If Canada wants to say anything, I'm going to leave it up to them now, but yeah.
I have nothing to say.
All right, well,
Nothing.
everyone just stay weather aware. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive alerts, and keep your eyes peeled if you're a weather enthusiast. Keep your eyes peeled to SBC, because that moderate risk could be issued at any moment. That's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching. Garden State Life Safety, signing off. Goodbye.